Capture! Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
Want me to come along?
Sure. Yeah.
What if the Traveler is also unavailable? What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. It was your choice to get into this mess. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Ah, Traveler. Great.
Well, it's not like...
Songo? Compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic. Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to... A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown. The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right. The General has gone missing.
If the General was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that? Please ignore Songo's nonsense, Traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizo. He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a doshin, he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Songo, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Songo's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Needless to say, Songo and Heizo have a bit of a history. Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Songo, Heizo was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizo has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Songo doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler. Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heizo truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side. Great! We've learned that Heizo had expressed interest in Watatsumi Island before he disappeared. During the war, he apparently carried out some mission on Watatsumi Island. And once the war ended, he made frequent visits to the island. I heard you have a good standing with Sangonomiya. I think it might be a good idea to use that as a starting point for your investigation. Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station. If you find Heizo...
Oh, it's you! The captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the... So his name is Shikanoin Heizo, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant. But I eventually realized that he acted more like... Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sangonomiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
Rain cutter!
As one with wind and cloud!
Well, well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first? I got so excited I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way. Huh. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do. That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here, because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you? I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away? Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station. Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
He can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be his voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice! Paimon's emergency food! Wait! Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon! How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname? We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryou Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, the dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying, "Something vital is missing on this island." Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh. Food, huh? You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interesting answer. But the Electro-Archon hasn't abandoned this place. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place. So I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the Divine's helping hand, which I suppose... However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with... Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this... Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any... Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery. Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for me because of something important? Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely... So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station, or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think? Someone concerned about my safety? Then it must be Ryuji, right? All right. I'll accompany you back to the police station first. We can discuss the issue of Watatsumi.
Oh, look. Listen, if you...
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little unusual.
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madam Kujo-Sara is here, and she's on the warpath. So be on the lookout.
What's that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikanoin, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take any cases.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me. These two can attest to that.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
We're the ones who brought Hazel back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Well, Madam Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoin, we commissioned Detective Ryuji from the detective. Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us...
It used to be that the Tenryo Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us. You've done it this time.
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you are testifying for him, I suppose I won't ask any more questions. But since you're here, I have an extra favor to ask. I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly, and that he doesn't disappear and neglect his work again. I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Oh, yes, Traveler. I'm sure we don't...
Hazel seems to be happy with the
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Shikano. Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you.
Huh? Someone filed a complaint? That can't be right. Why would there be a complaint letter?
You must not be doing your job properly.
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madam Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizo-senpai is a real whiz when it comes to cracking cases. He's the biggest asset in our team. Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements.
Then he must have gotten himself into some...
Well... Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with? Of course, but first I have to confirm...
Who would give a dog such a... What? Not him. Hazel talks fraud. What's that? Sounds...
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye? I'm afraid this won't be an easy task. I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this.
All right then, tell us...
It's from Songo, the president of Bonton Songo Detective Agency. I assume you've met her before? You can say that.
Concealing the truth.
Hey, don't judge it.
The wind knows me. Follow the... Yeah.
Welcome back, Mr. Hazo. I'm glad you're...
Maybe next time, Ryuji. Seems like somebody's been expecting me. And I'm afraid...
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Hazo. What nonsense were you talking about? Just, I've been worried about you, you know. So much so that I took the trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryo Commission. Well, was it sufficiently flattering for you?
Uh-oh. They're at it again.
Let's not waste the traveler's time, Songo. Just tell me, what do you want?
Fine by me. My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryuji case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission. I will not give up on this case.
Wait, hold on. Can someone please explain?
All right. Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station. I was still working at the Tenryo Commission then, and the victim was actually... my dear boss. Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case. Also, Hazo wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency. Which at the time was called the Bonton Songo and Hazo Detective Agency.
Huh? That's crazy! But, wait. Then why did Hazel leave?
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Songo then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off, am I right, Detective Shikanoin?
Songo thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Hazo was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed. Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside, which is why he left the detective agency.
Ha! That's what I thought too. I was foolish enough to believe that Detective Shikanoing and I shared a common goal. But I was wrong about him. He has no sense of loyalty at all. He just wanted to become an official as a means of gaining fame and fortune.
come on, stop exaggerating. Let me set the record straight. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside investigation. That's just some... Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case later from within the police station. My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught was in fact the real murderer. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police station, I did exactly as she asked. I didn't hide anything.
He's lying right through his teeth.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If he's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore.
Whoa. Huh?
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, say it.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the Traveler by any means, and let him investigate the truth on—
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Well, Traveler, are you willing to help me with—
Sango, really?
Money is valuable, no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason All right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoin?
All right, I got it. Come on, let's go back to the...
Follow the wind.
All right, hang out here for a sec. For now, why don't you go and chat with Yoriki Owada over there? He worked on the... No, you misunderstand. It's not that I want you to look into this. It's just that you're the only one who can. You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities and ability. Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows what she'll do in the future. All right, I'll go get those case files.
Time to go.
Oh, hello there. The Ryuji case. That was several years ago now, but I still remember it clearly. Especially when the victim was the head of this police station. His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He was really one of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryou Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. Who would have guessed someone was plotting against him? People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuji saw Takatsukasa Isamu like a father. Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. Ryuji was simple. He's also hardworking. Ryuji worked with him for years after.
So, then why was Ryuji convicted? Even Paimon can tell that's a mistake.
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received his conviction. Moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo-san.
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight is poor. I can't see too clearly anymore.
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada, there's nothing to see. It's obvious that the Kujo clan did it.
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryou Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? And Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring down the Kujo clan. At that time, no one was held in higher regard than Isamu. So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires, Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been... The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction?
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why would an impartial person like Madame Kujo-Sara sign Ryu? They had to find a scapegoat to pass. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo-Sara of anything, mind you. I respect her very much. But, mate...
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo-Sara must have had her own reasons. The guy was a forensic... That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out that after poisoning Isamu, Shirayama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shirayama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the... Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone. I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. We all knew that Ryuji was just a scapegoat. You think the Takatsukasa clan wouldn't figure that out? They're not stupid. So, they were with Shirayama dead. There was no one left to testify. Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's a wonder nobody's asked you to be an advisor yet.
Hey, that's their law.
The whole thing is starting to sound...
Hey, I brought the file. I bet you got... So what really matters is the case files. Everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Please, remember, you may find many clues during an investigation, but not all of them are useful. And in some cases, the clues you will find will not only be useless, but downright misleading. Also, if a clue cannot corroborate anything on its own, you can always compare it with other clues, and maybe then you'll find what you're looking for. Okay, that should just about do it. I'm looking forward to your results.
Hold on. What actually counts as a result?
Usually, you need to find two things from these clues. A proven motive and proven means. Once you can confirm these two things, the criminal can be proven guilty. All right, you can go ahead and get started now. I look forward to hearing your verdict. So, what did you find? Sure. Let me know once you've made some... So... Sure.
So Shirayama's conviction was also signed by Kujo-Sara. Yikes! He ate all kinds of...
So, what did you... Really? You found the criminal's motive and means that quickly? Awesome. All right, let's talk about the motive first. What clue reveals the criminal's motive? Although the conviction states that Shiroyama grew to resent Takatsukasa Isamu due to work conflicts... Sure. Let me know once...
Takatsuka... Hey!
So... Really? What clue reveals... Excellent work! According to the victim's message, the two had deep conflicts. Although we cannot confirm whether the poison had been requested by the victim or not, it is true that Isamu used Shiroyama's family to blackmail him. Such circumstances could be enough motive for Shiroyama to commit the crime.
But wasn't Takatsukasa Isamu good to Shiroyama? He even went to Shiroyama's house to bring health supplements. But maybe he didn't really bring health supplements. Maybe it was something bad.
Is that what you think, Paimon? Well, we later found out that what Takatsukasa Isamu sent to Shiroyama's house, but if you consider the circumstances, what he sent wasn't important. What was important is that sending the supplements was actually a dangerous signal. Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's supplements at any time. If you really care about her safety, then get me what I want.
So scary! Your assumption sounds like a real threat!
You don't really catch criminals by standing in the light. Basically, these two clues work to verify each other, and the murderer's motive... Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you find? Close. The autopsy report states that the cause of death is a special toxin. But how was this toxin administered to the deceased? Was it mixed with the cold medicine, as Shiroyama stated in his testament? If so, we need some evidence to prove that. Perhaps you should give it some more thought. Sure. Let me know once you've made some... Next, which clue confirms the... So, what did you find? Sure. Next, so... Maybe you've seen enough... Close. The autopsy was it mixed with... Bingo! The autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was a special toxin. The testament indicates that Shiroyama used his position as a forensic expert to mix the toxin into the cold medicine taken by the deceased. But is that really the truth? Is it not possible that the toxin was mixed into the fish liver paste? Well, according to the toxicology report, this white powder only dissolves in water. Neither rice nor the fish liver paste could be used as a carrier of the toxin. Putting the poison elsewhere would not only fail to guarantee a lethal dose, but would also increase the chance of it being noticed.
Add that to the motive for the crime and...
Yep, pretty clear cut, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut.
Oh? Well, what's bugging you? Maybe the report was wrong. The International Trade Association is a gathering place for... This also puzzles me. But regardless, this isn't essential to the case. The crucial elements are Shiroyama's motive and me. So, you may have heard some rumors back at the station that when this case first came up in less than a week, but anyone who buys this... So, how would she respond?
Oh,
Exactly. Ryuji escaped a disaster...
why was Sora...
That's the wrong question. Given the enormous pressures...
Pressure?
The pressure came from all sides. The deceased was the leader of the How this became reduced...
Ugh. Rumor...
Fortunately, Madame Kujo-Sara works in an open and transparent... Just because she has never publicly... Believe... Well, I've answered all...
Paimon still feels like...
I don't follow.
Huh, right!
You tell me. Why do I keep emphasizing... I was starting to think You're absolutely right. Why was the research log...
Aha!
Don't...
No?
Let's talk somewhere else. This is a quiet spot. Let's talk here. All right. Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
Great! But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time.
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one who tore out the pages. Look, just read it over first. Finished? Do you see now? The method used by the perpetrator to commit his crime wasn't by putting the white powder in the cold medicine. That's correct. The white powder was Shiroyama's invention. As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsukasa Isamu. The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
Oh, that's awful. One was medicine, and the other was an expensive nutritional supplement. Both completely harmless.
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it. It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log? It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around and found out that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki before joining the police station. The Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with funds to study forensic science. I guess you could say that Kujo Takayuki's investment paid dividends in this case. Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. Kujo Takayuki had lost his grip on power, and the Tenryou Commission was undergoing a general... To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo-Sara put me in charge of building a case against Kujo Takayuki. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and... I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn off...
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along. What a
Let's review the whole case from the top. First, Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf. But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused. Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted Shiroyama's arm by making a veiled threat to harm his family. All Shiroyama could do was to secretly report everything to Kujo Takayuki. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama's orders, completely unaware of the fact that he was being used as a pawn and that this was a key ingredient needed to create the poison. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy, until the death sentence was stalled when it reached Madame Kujo Sara. In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two. And yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy, that Takayuki. He must have wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic! We've got to report this to A. Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse!
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses. Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
But he's still innocent, right? Isn't it just a coincidence?
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But in practice, Ryuji may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryuji would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. That's why he thought of Takatsukasa Isamu as a father figure. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or if Sango just hired him as a gopher, or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him. Well, as you can see, I'm a little less confident than people might think. To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back? Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Heizo, no problem's too difficult for you." But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. It must have taught you a lot. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose— Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. Let's just say I'm leaving this teensy-tiny matter up to you. All right, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
Wind Strider!
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Hayes. You're back already, huh?
We'd love to!
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango—
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Okay then.
Don't worry, just tell us your finding.
Well, what do you know? I suspected that was the case. Please rest in peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No! Impossible! Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file? Careful. Ugh! No, you little... Shikanoing Heizo! You didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Songo, no accusations without evidence, remember?
The truth is out and the case is closed, Songo. Please don't send any more of your harassment letters to the Tenryo Commission. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler. I'll be sure to properly thank you later. Until then, see ya.
Hey! You're not going anywhere! Welcome to Bonton Sangha
Please
Detective
speak to
Agency.
President Sung.
What will you have
I'm
me
just
solve?
a help.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Please speak to President Sung. I'm just a help.
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
Please speak to
Welcome
President
to
Sung.
Bonton Sangha
I'm just
Detective
a help.
Agency. What will you have me solve? Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have?
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Beg for mercy. strike dead! Off we go! The eye sweeps the lands! Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Light it up! Inferior. Absurd. Shine down! Lightning, obey me! This body is eternal. Crush! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Go in! Delve into destiny. Shudder! More speed. Could it break the curse? There is no escape by blade. The mortal plane of fleeting dream. Adventure Team, I have failed you. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Let's light it up!
Illusion shattered!
Adventure time!
Shadows of fate.
I'm going in!
There is no escape!
Let's light it up!
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Decided by destiny!
Right now. Nothing lasts forever.
Torn to oblivion!
Emerge. Right now.
There is no escape!
Delve into destiny! Adventure time! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Illusion shattered!
Emerge.
Now you shall perish!
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Take cover! Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Get out of here! Out of the way! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Benny's adventure team! No one's joined me on an adventure
Aristocratic
in ages.
etiquette is all
Come
just
on,
for show.
Let's go!
Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Get out of here! Why do they never miss? Let's go find some treasure. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Let's go find some treasure. Yeah. Let's light it up!
Strike dead! There is no escape!
Teamwork is strength!
Evasion is futile. Torn to oblivion! Pathetic. Weak. Shine down! The eye sweeps the land! Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Let's light it up!
Inferior. Illusion shattered. This bond is eternal. Shine down. Crush. Perish. Detached from the world. There is no escape.
Rack and ruin!
Good grief.
Let's light it up!
Witness the final calamity. Shine down. There is no escape.
Shut up! Adventure time! Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Eternity is in my hand.
Adventure time! Couldn't break the curse. Off we go! Benny's adventure team, assemble! No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Strike dead! Embrace the ice!
This ends now.
Ow! Off we go!
Inferior. Inferior.
Let's light it up!
The eye sweeps the land. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Pardon my indiscretion. Adventure time!
Inferior. Lightning, obey me!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
This bond is eternal.
More space.
What a sorry.
Decided by destiny! Perish! Let's light it up! Let me scrub! Go in! Shudder! Vengeance will be mine! I condemn you!
Witness the final calamity.
Crush! Let her light it up!
Eternity is in my hand.
Let's light it up! Benny's adventure team! I'll be back! Kenny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Ow! Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Let's go find some treasure.
This world, a fleeting shadow. Illusions of destructions.
Let's light it up! Whirling snow!
Shattered.
Adventure time! Eye for an eye! Everybody stand back!
Your verdict is decided. Pathetic.
Take flight! Beg for mercy!
Weak.
Be gone! That's gonna hurt in the morning!
This bond is eternal.
Whirling snow! Rack and ruin!
Follow my blade.
I'm going in! There is no escape! Take flight!
All obstacles.
More speed! Shudder!
Witness the final calamity.
Down to destiny! Let's light it up! More speed. Purge all obstacles. Everybody stand back. My apologies. Inferior. So rude. Eternity is in my hands. Take flight. Going in. Off we go. Let's light it up. Written in the stars. My apologies. Everybody stand back. Crush! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Take flight! Ow! Big Fender time! Let's light it up! Weak! Be gone! Crush! My apologies! Off we go! The eye sweeps the lands! Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Take flight! What a sorry sight. Teamwork is dreamwork! Why do they never miss? This body is eternal. Inferior! Pardon my discretion. Delve into destiny. Go in! Witness the final calamity! Let's light it up! This is just my... Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Off we go!
astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Ha!
Barbados! Garena! Pathetic!
Go as one! Ow! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Wind! Illusion of destructions!
Go as one! Off we go!
Shudder! Shattered!
Teamwork is strength!
Rack and ruin!
It's gonna hurt in the morning! Go as one!
Your verdict is decided. Without yearning, all returns to silence. Barbados, guide us.
Everyone, let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Eye for an eye! Spirit!
Shudder!
Purge all obstacles! Go in!
I swear by my sword! With rack and ruin!
The final calamity!
Shudder! More speed!
In spirit!
Barbados by destiny!
Vengeance will be mine. I condemn
Everybody
you.
stand back! Let's light it up!
Beg for mercy.
Be gone!
Shudder.
Going in!
I swear by my sword!
Rack and ruin.
Absurd!
Flood of frost. I condemn you.
Weak! Pathetic!
Be gone! Absurd!
Crush!
Absurd! The eye sweeps the land! Everybody stand back!
Barbados, guide us!
Shudder.
Why do they never miss?
Eye for an eye.
Be gone!
Weak!
Absurd! Adventure time! This body is eternal!
Teamwork for mercy! Raise to the clear!
I can do you! Perish! Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Oh, ow! Where did that... Benny's Adventure Team, Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Your verdict is decided. This world, a fleeting shadow.
Fate is upon you.
Weak.
I swear by my sword.
Illusion above destructions.
Delve into destiny.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
Your verdict is decided.
Going in! Going flat! Let's light it up!
All desire can be broken. This body is eternal.
There is no escape! Going flat! Everybody stand back!
Inferior!
I swear by my sword.
Avoid the shadows of fate.
Let's light it up!
Hear me.
Eternity is in my
Delved
hands.
into destiny. Barbados, guide us.
Beg for mercy.
Decided by death. Everybody,
Vengeance will be mine.
let me scry.
Eye for an eye.
I swear by my sword. Delve into destiny.
Inferior. Weak. Shudder. Rack and ruin.
Barbados, guide us.
Inferior.
Strike dead.
Touche. Shadows of fate.
Crush. Pathetic. Weak. Eye for an eye.
Only emptiness awaits.
Fate is upon you. Delved into destiny.
Onwards. We have work to do.
I'm going in.
Work is dream work. Let's light it up.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.